Hey y'all, my late but blooming babes. Welcome back to my channel. It's your late but blooming bestie, Dom, and I am back with another video. Of course, on this channel, we talk about narcissistic personality disorder, the traits and symptoms to look for so you can avoid these relationships, how to get the hell out of it if you ended up in one of these relationships, and how to continue to grow, thrive, and survive and excel in all those wonderful things after the relationship, because of course life does not stop at these shitty ass relationships. We carry on past these shitty ass people. So if that is something that you are interested in, feel free to join us over here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things you're supposed to do on YouTube so it does what it's supposed to do, and join the conversation. Before I get started with today's video, I want to say thank you, 100 thank yous to everyone who subscribed to the page so far. I hit my first YouTube goal, which is to get 100 subscribers. So I am super excited. I know, of course, in the grand scheme of how huge YouTube is and all the content creators, especially in this sector of YouTube where we're talking about narcissistic personality disorder, toxic people, because everyone isn't a narcissist, toxic people, relationships, and mental health. It's a lot of platforms, it's a lot of different channels, it's a lot of people who have a lot of followers, but I am so grateful for my first 100. I'm so thankful, because I said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it a million more times. I decided to do this YouTube channel because I was someone who went through a very tumultuous relationship with someone that I actually ended up getting married to. We're divorced now, but that's how far the relationship went. We were actually married, and I had to go through the divorce, and we have children and all the things. So I'd been through that. I went through that relationship. We lasted almost 20 years. Almost 20 years of my life. And it was very hard. And it was so hard because there was so much going on, and I didn't know exactly what it was that was going on. And I knew something was wrong, but wasn't sure what it was. But it wasn't until I found content creators on YouTube who helped me understand what I was dealing with and broke it down in a way that made so much sense that I was finally able to break free from that relationship. I was able to finally get out of that fog that being in a relationship with a narcissist or toxic person puts you in. I was able to break out of that and finally get clarity and go forth about my way and heal and grow and go on my own journey that eventually led me here. Because before, I was so full of self-doubt and all of the things and too scared to do anything. But like I said, because I got so much from the creators on YouTube, they helped me so much in ways that I cannot ever quantify in words. And I'm a word person. I love words. So I decided to give back by having my own channel with my own content. And the fact that, like I said, so far 100 people have followed the page, it just blows my mind. When I noticed it, I was just like, oh wow. So again, thank you. Thank you, a million thank yous. Next goal is 250. We're gonna keep growing day by day, brick by brick, because we're thriving and surviving post-narcissistic personality disorder abuse. And it's amazing. It's scary at first. I will not tell you a lie. I'd be scared to jump on this camera, but it is what it is, because at the end of the day, if I can help at least one person the way that the YouTube community, in this field helped me, it's all good. Then it's all worth it, because it really helped me in ways, like I said, I can't even express in words. And I'm a word girl. I love words. They're my fave. But anyway, what we are going to talk about today is how a narcissist thinks that their presence in your life, in your orbit, in your world is the present. You should accept it and be happy with it. And it's really that simple. They honestly think that just them being around is enough. So do they have to treat you right? No. Do they have to talk to you with some sense? No. Do they have to take you out? No. Do they feel like they have to do anything of importance or anything of significance to show that they care about you, they genuinely respect you, that they love you? You know, the things that you customarily think would be shown in a reciprocal relationship, they don't feel like they have to do anything because they're with you. And that can literally just physically mean they're in the same space with you. So you should be fine with that. What are you complaining for? I'm here, right? I'm sitting right now. I'm next to you, right? If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be here. That's literally all you'll get, because they think that them being with you, or them letting you call them your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, wife, husband, whatever the case, or again, if it's not in a relationship, you know, an intimate relationship, you know, in the dynamic of siblings, family members, mom, dad, I'm in your life, right? I'm active, right? You know, I could have left you alone, right? I don't have to be here, blah, 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 blah. So they don't feel like they have to do anything other than be around. When I was married, it was crazy because that was one of the huge points of contention in my marriage. Like, I'm an adventurer. I like going out. Now, as much as I'm a homebody, I do have my moments where I want to go outside. I want to explore. I want to see what's out there. I want to learn new things and all of that. When I tell you that man was not trying to do any of that stuff with me, none of it. And I would often complain and, you know, try to hint like, hey, you want to go out? Hey, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Never wanted to do it. Why? I can't afford this. I don't have the money for that. Why we always got to do? Why you always on that? Who's going to watch the kids? You're so ungrateful. You're always complaining. That was always the pushback that I got. I'm here, right? I tell you I love you, right? I'm sitting here, right? So you should be fine. Literally, all I always got in return for wanting to do other things, right? But the way that the narcissist plays the mind games so that it can help you, it could keep you in that little state of uncertainty where you're like, well, what is happening here? Because they never want to do anything with you. They, like I said, their presence is a present for you. But if someone else wants to do something, or someone else wants to go somewhere, let's do it. They're all for it. They're game. Because they would rather do anything with anyone else to make them look like something. Being with you, that's no big deal. You're going to be there. You'll be here when I leave. You'll be here when I come back. And it's all good, right? Because I'm going to come back. So you should be fine, right? But they do that slowly but surely, constantly. And as they're doing that, again, they're knocking away at you and your feelings, because they're always ready to run off with someone else. Ultimately, that's going to make you feel away, because why don't you want to hang out with me? What's so wrong with me that you don't want to spend time with me? You're supposed to be with me, or we're supposed to be cool, but I'm the only person that gets treated like trash. But that's usually because you're the closest person to the narcissist. And again, that's why they feel like them being in your life should be enough, because you get to see them without the mask, without the show, and all of the things. You get the dull, boring grouch that, you know, is always complaining about something, always wants to offload emotions. You get that version. Everybody else gets the fun, happy, jovial version. So once they do all the dumping and the brooding and just being a wet blanket, basically, with you, then they go off and be cheery and merry with others, so that those others can think that they're amazing and wonderful and all the things. But for you, you should be good that they're just there. It sounds silly, right? But really, that is how these people think, and that's how they operate. So don't put yourself in that position. You shouldn't have to beg someone to hang out with you. You shouldn't have to beg someone, especially if it's the person you're sleeping with. Why are you so ready to run off with the next person opposed to the person you're sleeping with? The person you're supposed to be building your life with, your foundation, your future, all the things. You shouldn't have to beg that person. So if you find yourself in this situation, know that you can complain, you can ask until you're blue in the face, They feel like y'all being together, y'all having a relationship, y'all having a bond, whatever that may be, is all that they have to give, and you should accept that. So if you're not willing to accept it, there's no point in you constantly complaining. There's no point in you constantly nagging. You're literally just wasting your breath and your time, because it's not going to change unless you change it. Okay? Know that you are worth more than what they are willing to give, and don't argue back and forth about it, because it's pointless. Okay? Quick video, simple, to the point. Do all the things that you're supposed to do on YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and until the next video, I'm out.